Now, sometimes you want to know the velocity of the fluid that is flowing in an outlet of a tank. So, halimbawa ito ay tanke, there is a fluid here, so sabihin natin water, with a certain height represented by Z, at meron siya ditong pipe. Okay, so of course, pag inopen mo itong pipe, magkakaroon siya ng volume flow dito. So, ang question dyan is how much is the volume that is flowing here at a certain height. Kasi pag nagbababa yung height nito, of course, the volume flow here is also diminishing. So, bumababa din yan. Until such time na magkakaroon yan ng zero pag wala ng tubig dito. Okay? So, the volume flow rate here is dependent of the height of the fluid in the tank. Now, kung gusto mong malaman yung volume flow rate at a certain height, you need to know the diameter of this one, the diameter of the pipe, and compute for the cross-sectional area times the velocity. Kasi ang equation for the volume flow rate is equal to the cross-sectional area times the velocity. Now, to know the velocity, you can find this using the Bernoulli's energy equation. So, ito na yung mga velocity dito. So, assuming there is no losses, so walang head loss, so, ito lang yung equation niya from point 1 to point 2. Okay? From this point to point 2 at this point. Now, makikita nyo dito at point 1, itong point dito at instant, the velocity of that is approximately equal to 0. So, sa pagkalaki-laki ng tank, so yung velocity niya is almost 0 at an instant kasi ito. Halimbawa, meron siyang bulb. Binuksan mo yan. Okay? Bigla mo siyang binuksan. At an instant, kahit tingnan mo ang ibabaw niyan, parang walang galaw. Okay? Although gumagalaw yan, pero napakahina niyan. Lalo na kung malaki yung tank compared dito sa velocity dito sa ibaba. So that's why we assume that the velocity of this at this point 1 is 0 and V1 squared over 2G is equal to 0. Now the pressure, of course this is in atmospheric pressure. The pressure head at this point is also equal to 0. Now the Z, meron siyang value. That is not equal to 0. That is equal to Z sub 1. Okay? Now, at point 2 naman, ang consideration naman ng point 2 ay itong nakalabas na siya dito sa pipe. Kasi ang hinahanap nating velocity ay yung velocity na nakalabas na sa pipe. Okay? We consider the point at point 2 right after the exit in the pipe. So, pagkalabas niya lang. So, nandito siya. Okay? Tatandaan nyo nandito. So, there is a velocity. That's why V2 squared over 2G is here in the equation. But, since nakalabas na uli yung point na ito dito, so there is no pressure head. So pressure head is approximately equal to 0. So kakancel natin yan. And the Z2, since nandito yung datum natin, okay, the elevation at point 2 is also equal to 0. Now the remaining variable is this one. Z1 is equal to V squared over 2G. So since G is gravity, this is constant, so makikita nyo yung variable na Z and V, this comprise the equation of the parabola. Kasi ang isa sa kanya ay squared at ang isa sa kanya ay in the first degree term. So if we substitute a value of Z, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you get the value of velocity. Okay? So if Z is equal to 0, of course the velocity is equal to 0. But if Z, the elevation is 7 feet, the velocity at this point, okay, yung velocity niya is 21.23 feet per second. Now, if we draw the graph of the velocity, okay, ito yung velocity niya, this abscissa is the velocity, and the y-axis is the height, the depth of the fluid. So, makikita nyo, this is parabola. Okay? Ito yung mga value niya. That is 8.02, 11.35. This is 13.9. And this one is 21.23. So, ang mga corresponding niyang height, ito, di ba? Sa 0, 0 din siya. Sa 1, itong 8.02. Sa 2, that is 11.35 here. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and so on. So, this is a parabola. Now, again, anong kahalaga nitong velocity? So, if you know the velocity, then you can compute the volume flow rate at this point. Okay, so, knowing the cross-sectional area of the pipe, you just multiply that by the velocity, then you can get now the volume flow rate in cubic feet per second or in cubic meter per second. So that is one of the application. Now, the other application of that is, halimbawa, meron kang hose na meron siyang pressure. Okay. So, kung gusto mong malaman kung hanggang saan naabot yung water, so this is the hose. So, hawak-hawak ng bata yung hose. Okay. Tapos, of course, nilagyan niya ng kaunting area. Okay. Nalalabas yung water. So, kung gusto mong makompute kung hanggang saan yung water, okay, at a certain area here, so you can find that also by using the Bernoulli's energy equation. So let us call this at point 1, yung bago lumabas yung tubig dun sa hose, at pakalabas naman niya ay point 2, at yung na-reach niya naman na point ay point 3. Now, the BEE from 1 to 2, okay, so assuming that there is no head loss, so the velocity at point 1, okay, this is approximately equal to 0. Wala yung velocity. So this one is approximated equal to 0 because that is negligible compared to the velocity paglabas na nung tubig. So halimbawa itong tubig dito, may velocity siya ng konti, pero that is negligible compared to the velocity at this point. Na ito ay mabilis na ito. So that's why V1 is equal to 0 approximately. Now, the pressure at this point at 1 is meron siya. Okay? So, hindi siya 0. Now, if this is the datum, the C is equal to 0 also. Now, at point 2, B2 is existing, hindi siya 0. So, we have here B2 squared over 2G. Now, the pressure at point 2, since nakalabas na siya dito sa hose, that becomes atmospheric. So, that becomes 0, yung pressure head. And also, the elevation at point 2, kung itong dalawang ito ay magkalapit lang naman, okay, yung bago lumabas yung tubig at saka pakalabas ng tubig at an instant, so Z2 is almost also equal to 0. Now, the equation from point 1 to point 2 will be this one. P1 over W is equal to B2 squared over 2G. So, anong ibig sabihin nitong equation? If you know the pressure along this hose, so, anong pressure niyan? You can compute for the velocity at point 2. Okay? Since G is equal to the gravity. And omega is the specific weight of the fluid. So, pag nakuha mo yung velocity, then you can go to BEE from point 2 to point 3. Okay? So, pupunta ka dito from 2 to 3. Yung pakalabas hanggang naman dito sa inabot ng tubig. Okay? So, we use again the Bernoulli's energy equation. So, papangalanan mo lang siya from 2 to 3. This is from 1 to 2. So, B2 squared over 2G plus P2 over W and so on. So, makikita nyo, yung B2 squared, meron yan. Kasi meron tayo dito sa point 2. And again, the P2 over omega is 0. That is atmospheric pressure. So, sinabi ko na, paglabas ng sa hose, that becomes atmospheric pressure. So, that becomes P2 is almost 0. And the distance from the datum of the point 2 is almost equal to 0. Pares dito. Now, sa point 3 naman, makikita nyo, the velocity at point 3, siyempre titigil yan, diba? So, pag nandito na yung fluid, titigil siya. Okay? Hanggang ma-reach niya yung pinakamataas na point. So, that is equal to 0. And the pressure also at this point is atmospheric. That is equal to P3. So, what remains is the height. So, makikita nyo, B2 squared over 2G is equal to Z3. So, if you compute the velocity from this equation, kasi normally, alam naman yung pressure. Makukompute mo yan kasi alam mo yung pressure inside the hose. So, upon the computation of velocity at point 2, then you can now use that here sa equation na ito. Then, malalaman mo na kung ano yung na-reach ng point 3. So, ganun ang application ng Bernoulli's energy equation. Now, let's go to the application in solving worded problems. So, in the figure, a 2-inch pipeline leads downhill from reservoir and discharges into air at point 2. Point 1 is at the surface of the tank and has an elevation of 150 feet. Point 2 has an elevation of 10 feet. If the loss of head between 1 and 2 is 135 feet, compute the discharge. Now, the assumed datum is below the pipeline in the tank. So, basta ang given is from point 1 to the datum, that is 150 feet. And from point 2 to the datum is 10 feet. Now, the loss of head from this point to this point is equal to 135 feet. Now, what is the discharge? If the diameter of the pipe is 2 inches. So, ganito ang gagawin mo from point 1 to point 2. You write the Bernoulli's energy equation. So, meron siyang head loss. So, ilalagay natin yan dito. So, katulad ng diniscuss natin kanina, head losses are placed at the right side of the equation. Same with the turbine head. So, pagdating dito, i-analyze mo. So, ano yung velocity at point 1? So, that is approximately equal to 0 because hindi yan gumagalaw compared sa galaw ng point 2. So, with respect to the velocity at point 2, negligible ang point 1. So, that is equal to 0, kaya cancel. Now, the pressure at point 1, the pressure head is also equal to 0. And the Z1 given is 150 feet. There is a velocity at point 2. That's why we retain B squared over 2G at point 2. Now, the pressure at point 2, the pressure head is 0 kasi nakalabas na siya, atmospheric na. So, the pressure at this point, along the pipe, the pressure head, simpre meron yan. Kung dito ka kukuha ng point, okay? But to eliminate the other variables, so pupunta tayo dito sa point na wala na siyang pressure head. Kasi the velocity at this point, the velocity para pares lang yan. Pagpares ang dimension or diameter ng pipe, pagpares ang cross-sectional area. But the volume flow rate along this one, the volume flow rate at this one is also equal to the volume flow rate at this point na nakalabas na yung fluid. So, yun nga, para mabawasan mo yung variables, okay, when you write the Bernoulli's energy equation, so it is safer to get the point at the outlet of the pipe. Okay, pares lang naman yung volume flow rate niyan. Okay. Now, the pressure at this point, pag nakalabas niya, siyempre, nasa labas na yung point 2, the pressure is equal to 0. So, Z2, given that is 10 feet here, and the head loss is 135 feet. So, makikita nyo dito, ang matitira na lang ay yung apat. Ito, 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 at ito. So, this becomes B squared over 2G. So, ililipat mo tong 10 dito, negative 10. Ililipat mo yung 135 dito. So, that is negative 135. So, yung velocity head is this one. So, the velocity head is equal to 5 feet. And the velocity, if G is in 32 feet per second squared, that becomes 17.94 feet per second. Now, of course, sabi dito, compute the discharge. So, you can do this one, okay? Knowing the velocity at this point and knowing the cross-sectional area to each pipeline, so area ng pipe is pi d squared over 4. You multiply that by the velocity, then you get the discharge. So, ganon, okay? So, halimbawa, lagyan natin dito ng, sa dulo, lagyan natin siya ng turbine. Okay? So, ito, lalagyan natin siya dito ng turbine. So, halimbawa lang. So, pag nilagyan mo siya dito ng turbine, siyempre, iikot yung turbine. Okay? Iikot yun. Kasi meron siyang velocity. Now, let us compute for the power produced by this flow. Okay? So, we know that power is equal to Q omega E. So, this is the general equation of the power. Q is equal to velocity times the cross-sectional area. So, this becomes 0.3915 cubic feet per second. Now, for this, the only one that would produce power is the velocity head. Okay? Where E is equal to B squared over 2G equal to 5 feet. So, why velocity head lang ang natitira? Kasi yung datum niya at point 2, 0 na. Okay? Yung pressure naman at point 2 is also equal to 0. So, this 5 feet here is now equal to the E. Itong dito. Okay? So, that is 122.14 foot-pound per second, or that is 0.22 horsepower. Knowing 1 horsepower is equal to 550 foot-pound per second. So, yan ang mapoproduce mong energy dito. Okay? Kung lalagyan mo siya ng turbine. So, that's our discussion for this lecture video. We will discuss some more applications on the second part of this lecture, Bernoulli's energy.